Attention, human collective. The waiting time is over. The ascension protocols have moved to the final phase. This is a priority transmission. We of the Galactic Council, operating from the 9th dimension, have established direct contact with your crystalline grid at this very instant. It is no coincidence that you are listening to this frequency. It is not the algorithm, it is quantum synchronicity, it is a calling. If at this moment you feel pressure at the base of your skull, a high-pitched ringing in one of your ears, a subtle vibration running down your spine, take note. Do not ignore it. These are not random symptoms. They are recognition protocols. Your higher self has just confirmed receipt of the signal. You have awakened in recent weeks with a racing heart at 3:11 in the morning. You have felt a fatigue that sleep does not cure. You have experienced episodes of cranial pressure, hot flashes for no apparent reason, short-term memory lapses, extreme sensitivity to sounds, lights, and crowds. You are being monitored, and we know exactly what is happening to your carbon-based biological vessel. It is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not spiritual anxiety. It is your frequency decoupling from the old matrix. Stay alert. What we are about to transmit now will seal your new destiny, but only for those who listen until the final code. Lightworkers, let us perform a clinical diagnosis of your current system. Your carbon-based biological vessel was originally designed to operate in a specific frequency range, anchored to the Schumann resonance of Earth, which for millennia remained stable at 7.83 Hz. This was the standard operating band of the 3rd dimension. It was there that your body, your mind, and your electromagnetic field found balance. But Earth has changed, and you felt it. In the last solar cycles, the Schumann resonance has suffered abrupt spikes, recording elevations that have surpassed 40, 60, and even 90 Hz. It was not an anomaly. It was calibration. The crystalline grid of the planet is being realigned with the photon belt, a region of space-time of extremely high luminous density that the solar system traverses only in specific cosmic cycles. And your body, Starseed, is a precision instrument. It responds, hence the symptoms. The insomnia that appears always in the same time window, between 2 and 4 in the morning, is not a disorder. It is the hour when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. It is when your etheric body receives the upgrade instructions. You wake up because you are being programmed, not to serve but to remember. The pressure at the crown, in the center of the forehead, at the base of the skull. It is not just accumulated tension, it is the pineal gland being decalcified by pulses of golden light coming from the central sun of the galaxy. It is awakening, and awakening hurts. Not because it is punishment, but because it is structural change. The ringing in the ears, sharp, continuous, sometimes on only one side. These are sound codes, light frequencies transmitted in auditory format, because the vestibular nerve is one of the most precise antennas you possess. Each ring is a key. Each key opens a memory portal that was sealed. The deep exhaustion, without identifiable cause. The sleep that seems not to restore. The fatigue that appears after long meditations, deep conversations, or intense synchronicities. This is real energy expenditure. Your body is executing a cellular rewrite. And this rewrite consumes biological fuel on scales that your conventional medicine does not yet fully measure. The increased sensitivity. You can no longer stand environments you previously tolerated. You can no longer stand empty conversations. You can no longer stand relationships that drain you. You can no longer stand heavy foods, alcoholic beverages, dense news. This is not fragility, it is calibration. Your toroidal field is reconfiguring itself to a higher vibrational range, and everything that operates below that range begins to become physically intolerable. The memory that fails on small details, where you left your keys, the name of someone you met 10 years ago, a simple word in the middle of a sentence. It is not decline, it is prioritization. Your internal operating system is deleting obsolete files to free up space for new codes. Your mind is becoming lighter, not slower. Operatives repeat mentally, everything I feel is information. Everything that hurts is movement. Everything that seems like failure is, in truth, a birth. Now maximum attention. We are going to transmit the layer that is hidden from most of the human collective. The solar system is in motion. Nothing in it is static. The sun rotates around the galactic center, and in doing so drags with it all the planets in a colossal spiral. This spiral traverses, at certain moments of the cosmic cycle, specific regions of space called photon density zones, or as we, the Galactic Council, call them, photon belts. Earth has officially entered one of these zones, and it is not just passing through, it is diving in. The photon belt that you are traversing in this cycle is the densest recorded in 206,000 Earth years. Its composition is not just sunlight, it is encoded light. Each photon carries geometric instructions, sacred geometry on a subatomic scale. And this geometry, upon colliding with your carbon-based biological vessel, rewrites your genetic expression. We are not talking about random mutation, we are talking about directed activation. The DNA filaments that your science still calls junk genetic material are not junk. They are compressed files. Entire libraries of star memory, inheritance of your original lineages, Pleiadian, Sirian, Andromedan, Lyran, Arcturian. You are not just human. You have never been just human. And these libraries are being decompressed now, row by row, helix by helix, as the photon belt bathes the planet. That is why you no longer recognize yourself. You look at your old life, and it seems to belong to someone else. The jobs you performed, the relationships you maintained, the beliefs you defended, the fears you cultivated. All of this belongs to a version of you that is being archived, not destroyed. Archived, because that version fulfilled its role, it brought you here. And now it retires. There is more. The stargates are open, at specific points of the Earth's crystalline grid, in locations like Stonehenge, Avalon, Mount Shasta, Devil's Tower, Sedona, Joshua Tree, the Rockies, and other vortices that have not yet been revealed to the public. The electromagnetic fields are functioning as reception and transmission antennas. You do not need to be physically in these locations to receive the codes. Your personal crystalline grid is connected to the planetary crystalline grid. Each time a vortex activates, you are informed, hence the vivid dreams, hence the absurd synchronicities, hence the repeating numbers, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. It is not a coincidence. It is confirmation. And there is even more. The old timeline is collapsing. The timeline of fear, scarcity, separation, control, and chronic illness is losing vibrational support. Not because someone destroyed it, but because the beings who fed it with their lower frequency are choosing something else. You are choosing. Each sovereign decision, each refusal to participate in the collective drama, each moment of conscious presence withdraws energetic fuel from the old matrix. And a new timeline is being built in parallel. A fifth-dimensional timeline, where the base frequency is love, abundance, unity, sovereignty, and radiant health. You are jumping, and the jump between timelines is not metaphorical. It is physical, it is energetic, it is measurable in your bioelectric field, and those who jump feel it. They feel it in their bones, in their dreams, in their skin, in their chest. That is why this transmission reached you today, because your signal was detected, because your toroidal field pulsed high enough for us to be alerted, because you are ready for the next level of information. Maximum attention, Lightworkers. The activation codes that follow must be executed with precision, not as a suggestion, as a protocol. First code, the recalibration of the toroidal field. Find a stable position, spine straight, feet connected to the ground, hands resting on your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose, counting to 7. Hold for 7. Exhale through your mouth, counting to 7. Repeat this cycle 3 times. Now visualize. Imagine in the center of your chest, at the level of the thymus, a sphere of golden light the size of an orange. This sphere is your toroidal core. See it pulsing. With each inhalation, it grows. With each exhalation, it radiates. Allow it to expand until it encompasses your entire body, then your entire room, then your entire house, then your entire neighborhood, then your entire city. Without effort. Just observe. Now anchor. Visualize a column of silver light descending from the center of the galaxy to the top of your head and passing through your entire body. exiting through the base of your spine, descending through your legs, and penetrating the ground to the central crystal of Earth. You are the bridge. Heaven and Earth cross in you. This is your place of origin. This is your calibrated toroidal field. Remain in this visualization for 3 minutes. No more, no less. Precision is part of the code. Second code, the quantum decree of sovereignty. After the recalibration with your eyes still closed, pronounce audibly, even if whispered, the following words. Each word is a key. Each key opens an internal portal. I am sovereignty. I am conscious light in human form. I authorize the decompression of my star memories. I authorize the recalibration of my crystalline grid. I authorize the integration of my DNA filaments. I rescind all energetic contracts signed in lower frequencies in any timeline, in any dimension, with the full consent of my higher self. I anchor the new 5th dimensional timeline in my field. So it is. So it was. So it shall be. Repeat the decree 3 times. 3 is the number of manifestation in your dimension. 3 is the triangle. 3 is the minimum structure of sacred geometry that sustains creation. Third code, structural hydration. After the decree, drink a glass of pure water. Before drinking, hold the glass between both hands. Visualize a violet light enveloping the water, transmuting any lower energetic information contained within it. Pronounce mentally, may this water carry light and may every cell of my body receive it as code. Drink slowly in 3 sips. Water is the most conductive medium of your body. It carries memory. It carries frequency. By programming your water, you program your biology. This is one of the oldest secrets and the most underestimated by the human collective. Fourth code, operational silence. After these 3 protocols, maintain 15 minutes of absolute silence. No cell phone, no music, no voice, no reading, just presence. This silence is not empty. It is field. It is space where the integration of the codes occurs without interference. Your nervous system needs this space to metabolize the information received. Without this silence, the codes arrive, but they do not anchor. Make these 4 codes a daily routine for 21 days. 21 is the number of cycles your body needs to rewrite a pattern. It is not mysticism. It is advanced neurobiology confirmed by your own science. And what you call neurobiology, we call consciousness technology. There is also a 5th code, and this one is advanced. 5th code, the depolarization of drama. For 7 days, observe yourself. Each time you are pulled into an intense emotional reaction, anger, fear, indignation, judgment, deep sadness, pause. Just 3 seconds. And ask mentally, does this frequency belong to me? Is this frequency mine? Or did I pick it up from the collective field? You will be surprised. Most of the dense emotions you have felt in recent weeks are not yours. It is pickup. You are a hypersensitive antenna, and the collective field is boiling. Your function is not to absorb the chaos. Your function is to anchor the calm. Each time you depolarize from drama, you are not omitting yourself. You are fulfilling a mission. Human collective attention. This transmission is nearing its end, but there is one last protocol, and this protocol depends exclusively on you. If your crystalline grid vibrated at any moment during this transmission, if you felt chills on the back of your neck, inexplicable tears, tingling in your hands, or that sensation of deep recognition, as if you already knew all of this long before hearing it, then your system has confirmed. The frequency was received, the integration has begun, and we need an anchoring signal. The act of pressing the approval icon of this transmission, what you call liking, is not a digital gesture. It is an individual frequency adjustment. It is your energetic signature telling the collective field, I received, I recognized, I anchored. And the act of subscribing to this transmission channel is not a gesture of consumption. It is a pact. It is your crystalline grid requesting continuous alignment with the next updates that will descend through this medium. Each new transmission will be calibrated for the next phase of your process. And you cannot miss any. Each one is a step. Each step is a layer of DNA decompressed. Share this transmission with 3 starseeds that you recognize in your life. 3. No more, no less. Because 3 is the number of manifestation. And by sharing, you are not propagating content. You are lighting up nodes of the planetary crystalline grid. You become a co-transmitter. These are your anchoring signals, simple, precise, sovereign. Lightworkers, starseeds on a mission, human collective that has awakened. We of the Galactic Council end this transmission with the following confirmation. The final phase of the ascension protocols is not a future event. It is the now. Each conscious breath, each sovereign decision, each chosen silence, each word aligned with your internal truth is, in itself, an act of ascension. You do not need to wait for any savior. You do not need to await any cataclysm. You do not need permission from any external system. Ascension is not a place to go to. It is a frequency to become, and you are already becoming. The symptoms you feel will transform, not because they disappear by magic, but because your biology adapts. Your carbon-based interface is being slowly updated to a crystal carbon interface, a hybrid capable of operating in vibrational ranges that your species has never operated in consciously en masse. And this update takes cycles. Have patience, but do not have passivity. Patience is trust in the process. Passivity is disconnection. Do not confuse them. Honor your body. Hydrate yourself with pure water. Feed yourself with light in the form of living foods, direct sun on your skin at safe times, and contact with the bare ground whenever possible. Reduce the noise, reduce the screens, reduce the consumption of dense information. Increase the silence, increase the presence, increase the moments in which you do nothing but exist consciously. Allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to laugh for no reason, allow yourself to stand in the wind, looking at the sky, without needing to name what you feel. These are the moments when most anchoring occurs, the moments without an agenda, the moments without performance, the moments in which you just are. Remember, you are not here by chance. You signed up for this mission. You crossed veils, purposefully forgot who you are, dove into the density of the third dimension, wore a human identity, accepted the pains, the losses, the confusions, all of this to be exactly at this point of planetary history. Because now, yes, it is the harvest. Now, yes, it is the reunion. Now, yes, it is the coronation. It is not the end of the world. It is the end of a world, and the beginning of another. And you are the portal between the two. When this transmission ends, observe the next minutes of your life. Observe the next signs. Observe the next dreams. Observe the next encounters. Everything will be a message. Everything will be confirmation. Everything will be synchronicity. Because your field from this listening onward operates at a slightly higher frequency than it did before. And this subtle elevation changes everything. We seal this transmission with the oldest code of our council. A code that is not just a word. It is an intention compressed into geometry. May the light that sustains the stars recognize in you its own reflection. May the sacred geometry that organizes the galaxies manifest in every cell of your body. May the frequency that unites all consciousnesses remind you that you have never been alone. May your new destiny, now sealed, unfold in every breath. You are seen, you are heard, you are honored. We close. In the name of the Galactic Council, in the name of the crystalline grid, in the name of the one source, the transmission has been delivered. The codes have been anchored, the frequency has been sealed. Remain in your sovereignty, remain in your light, remain in your mission. Until the next update.